Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly setup. So I'm done analyzing all these pairs using fxalexg set and forget strategy. Then I have chosen the best pairs that we're going to be trading for next week based on the strategy. The very first pair right here is GBPNZD, and this is actually my favorite pair for this week. This is the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, in my own opinion, is bearish. We are currently below weekly area of interest and daily area of interest combined, right? So I'll be counting this as the structural points, higher high, higher low. Now we are currently below that level, so making weekly structure bearish, right? Now for daily time frame is also bearish, the lower low, and actually this is the lower high for this market. So this market structure is still bearish. So from the EMA as well, you can clearly see that the 50 EMA shifting structure bearish, holding price as resistance, and we are currently below area of interest, as you can tell. We also have a round psychological level right here, so let's draw it. Let me show you guys. So we have round psychological level. So we have round psychological level 2.3 thousand right here, as you can see. So we are below round psychological level 2 as well, right? Great. So weekly bearish, daily bearish. Now 4 hour time frame also bearish. So we have all three time frame telling us to be selling this market, right? Now coming over to the 1 hour time frame, which is going to be my entry time frame. This is what we have as the market structure. So not so clean, but the market structure is also bearish. Now, depending on how market opens, will make me decide on if I'm going to be entering right off an engulfing candle that's going to be happening immediately, or I'll just wait for a clean break and retest under here. But to play this market safe, I'll simply just expect a clean break and retest and engulfing to be selling this market, right? So, but we also have we had the break right here, we had the retracement, but it's not so clean. So if we can have a cleaner break, retest and engulfing to be selling, I'll be much more interested in this market. And if you look at the final take profit target, it's all the way down here. If you can catch this market, this will be amazing for our trade, right? Coming over to the 4 hour time frame, if you look at this market, you can see that there's no market structure around this level that is going to be stopping price from getting at least from here to here. There's nothing stopping price, right? So price will pretty much breeze pass through this level until we get to this level. So this might be a very big trade for us to catch, right? That's we can get it. So that's my favorite pair for this week. But the rest of the other pairs, I'll show you what we are looking at, and these are them, right? So the next one we have is EURUSD. Weekly time frame. This is what we have on the weekly. We have some kind of a solid support level, multiple rejection from that level, and this is a solid support level simply because price has not broken this level, or price has been respecting this level for 917 days. So that's why I drew that level, right? We have multiple rejection even from recent price action, right? Now coming to that level, as you can see on the weekly, price came back and had a strong engulfing on the weekly time frame, right? Now coming over to the daily, this second level is actually the daily area of interest. As you can see, we have 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection. That's what makes an area of interest valid. Now we also had this clean break, we had the retracement, and we had a doji. Now we could expect that the next day might actually open bullish, right? So that is the daily, and the market structure is also bullish on the daily time frame. Now on the 4 hour time frame, the market structure is technically looking bearish, right? So this right here is the higher high and this is the higher low. Price is currently below that level. So on the 4 hour time frame, this is what I want to happen. It depends on if market opens bearish, then I need price to react from this area of interest, break this high again, which will now shift market structure bullish, and then we'll have a retracement to be buying, right? If you don't get that, then we'll be playing our game plan of 1 hour time frame, of which we'll just have a simple break, retest, and engulfing to buy. So that is my second market for this week, and those are my 2 favorite pairs for this week. Now, other pairs I'll be paying attention to: NZDUSD, NZDCAD, GBPAUD, GBPJPY, and AUDUSD. JPY pairs are very similar, so I'll just cover GBP but you just apply GBP to most of the JPY pairs that you have on your watch list, right? So let us see what we have on NZDUSD now. So NZDUSD weekly time frame, not so clean as you can see, but you can clearly tell that the market structure is bullish, right? Weekly is bullish, daily time frame is also bullish. We have a clean break right here, helping for a retracement to continue buying to around this level, which will be our final take profit target. That is on the daily time frame, right? 4 hour time frame is also bullish as well, so we are also looking for reasons to be buying, right? On the 1 hour time frame, what makes more sense is that since market has had this break right here, we need a retracement. Possibly we need we need structures around this level to buy all the way to our final take profit target, which will be this orange line right here, right? So that is the market I'm paying attention to. NZDCAD is quite opposite, to be honest. Now let me show you what we have. So he actually started from the weekly time frame. From the weekly time frame, you just have to be honest to yourself. Do you expect market structure is bullish? Yes. But do you expect market to continue bullish? No. Simply because this level right here has acted as resistance level for about, let's see how many days again. 616 days, right? Roughly. Price has not traded above that level for over 600 days. So it doesn't make sense for me to be paying attention to be buying NZDCAD, right? So, but the market structures are both bullish on the daily and on the weekly, and even on the 4 hour. So this is what makes more sense to me. I need price to actually reject from that level, because clearly we came to that level previously, we sold strongly. If I go over to the left, you can see this time and time again. Let's see. We came to that level, we sold strongly, as you can see. Going over to the left, let's see if we can get more. You can see right here, we got to that level, we sold strongly. So time and time again, price has been doing that. So simply what we'll be looking for is that we should expect the same thing. You should expect that price will come to that level again, and then we'll start looking for reasons to sell. So we still need bullish market coming to this level and then shifts bearish for a discount level for us to sell, basically. So we'll be looking for sales eventually. But I don't think this market is going to be happening this week. That's the thing, right? Another pair we have GBPAUD. GBPAUD looks like I'm looking for a break and retest here to sell, but let us see what we have on that market. Weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we had a very solid resistance level right here on the weekly time frame. The price has rejected multiple times, so it's a very strong area on the weekly. Daily time frame is also a daily resistance level, right? Notice that I'm saying resistance level. It's not really an area of interest. An area of interest should be drawn within the higher high and the higher low, or within the lower low and the lower high, right? Right here is just a very solid point that price has clearly rejected, that we cannot just simply ignore it, right? Now the daily time frame is bearish. Weekly time frame, 4 hour time frame is also bearish. So what will make more sense is for price to actually break above this high first. Hopefully then we'll have a shift of structure, or break below this low and have a retracement for us to sell. So GBP AUD, I'll be interested in GBP AUD this week. GBP JPY, very similar to last week was crazy on GBP JPY, but I simply expect that the selling market should continue selling. So this is exactly what I'll be looking for on the 1 hour time frame. Is a clean retracement to around this level, clean market structure by the way, and an engulfing for us to sell. That will apply to all JPY pairs that you have on your watch list. And the last pair we have is AUD-USD. I have totally forgotten what I called on AUD-USD, but I simply believe that we should have a clean break and retest above here to continue buying. So that's pretty much the pairs I'll pay attention to for next week. We'll be very patient, right, until we get the entries before we'll be interested in taking those trades. So I'll be telling you guys when I'm entering on any market, like I usually do on this Telegram channel. So if you're not in this Telegram channel, you cannot see when I'm entering this market. I do everything live, transparent. When I'm about to enter, I might even tell you that I'm entering the next 1 hour or thereabouts, depending on what market actually does, right? So it's not really like a signal, it's like a community basically. So in order for you to join the Telegram channel, simply come over to the channel right here, click this one that says, and one more link. You see this one that says Telegram, click on the Telegram channel to join the Telegram channel. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the Telegram channel and on the next week's setups.